Hello everyone! Have you ever thought, what was the first thing that marked the beginning of human civilization? Yes, the human itself. But then, how do humans interact with each other so they can collaborate in society? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Aurora Ramadhani Witanto, a student from ARSA Foundation, Sukoharjo High School. At this precious moment, I would like to elaborate the key to the formation of civilization. The key which leads humans forming their way of life. Language and culture are two essential components in people's life, which are deeply embedded within us from the moment we are born. Since childhood, we have been taught to think, to speak, and to act properly by the people around us. Whether you realize it or not, without learning language and culture, we would not be able to live in society. We all understand what languages mean. Language is one among the first things we learn so we can communicate with other people. Language is used as medium to express perceptions and feelings toward each other. Meanwhile, how do you define cultures? It is like the British table manners, traditional customs, or artifacts from prehistoric times. Yes, there are some agreeable forms of culture. Simply put, culture is a way of life that was developed and passed down by the previous generations. A person's culture can be identified through their way of speaking a language. For example, Japanese accent will sound different from the other languages, right? From this, we can immediately recognize that the speaker has Japanese culture. On the other hand, when someone born in India speaks English, sometimes a unique Indian accent will be heard. In conclusion, the way we deliver a language can show the culture we have. Language represents a culture, and culture influences the form of a language. Without culture, language is pointless, and without language, culture would not exist. Both belong to each other, but how are language and culture mutually connected? It is like an innocent newborn baby who doesn't understand anything yet. But as time goes by, babies will observe and imitate their mother's words. It is part of learning a language. All patterns of behavior, thoughts, and feelings that we get during our identity development could be called culture. And how do we convey that culture? With a language, indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our ideas, works, and feelings need to be shared through language. Language and culture work together. They are indivisible. We need both of them to express ourselves. Different perceptions are uttered in different methods in a language. Nevertheless, every language has limitations in expressing thoughts. If we want to learn a language, we need to study the culture of native speakers as well. That's what the facts say. All of these points tell us that language and culture are inseparably essential. Language and culture are learned continuously throughout our lives. We can learn other language, but it is also necessary to deepen the cultures where the languages belong. We cannot set aside a language and a culture because without them, a civilization cannot exist. I am Aurora Ramadhani Witanto. Thank you.